Hello there and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Engani Titan. While I really don't think I'm going to earn the Hero of Dunkirk operation, that's 500 kills provided they're British, French or German tanks, I've only got about 160 odd at the moment. I haven't been playing the game as much as I normally do. Real life has interfered a little bit that way. There's been a few things going on that require my attention, and I haven't been given as much time to World of Tanks as I would. I switched out from the British because it wasn't doing so well on the kill side of the British. Did manage to get the tank, so I actually I took the German version of the tank, it was the T-15, and I decided I'd get my ducks in a row, shall we say, get my crews sorted out on the German tanks, so that I could I'd set myself up for a run at the E100 in the near future. I've actually got the DB2 almost deleted. I'm at about 10,000 experience. I could delete it using free experience, but I'll build up the 13,000 experience directly with the tank. I'm using the crew that is my Hammer crew, the current Hammer crew. I use the free customization options to make it a female crew. I'm coming in here to the middle of Ruinberg, even though it's an encounter game, because I think you can't ignore the town in Ruinberg. Our team are fairly strongly deployed in the north, but that actually is a difficult fight. Going north-south in that cap circle is quite hard because there's lots of cover to the north. And there's a reasonable amount of terrain cover, I suppose you could say, on the south. However, the cap circle is quite vulnerable from the town, where those tanks are there at the end of the boulevard at F6, E5, that area. They can actually shoot into the cap circle fairly comfortably. And by clearing out the plaza, we can make that road untenable for the enemy tanks. Now, there's a tiger down at the end of that boulevard, but he doesn't actually play much of a role, which is ironic because he's actually in a very good position. He could really have supported these guys who needed it. So I pushed down to support my allied tanks that are engaged with these four tanks here because they need it. We're actually outnumbered here, and we have the tiger down here at the end of the town as well. So this tiger is pushing the corner, so I decided I'm going to try and deal with these guys. I was hoping the T-29 would cover me because I thought the guy down at the end of the boulevard would be cautious anyway. And I also made a mistake. I really didn't realise that ONE was at the edge of was a one-shot kill. I really should have pushed a bit harder and made the attempt on the ONE. And I think our friend down at the edge of the boulevard is probably fighting with the medium, the Russian medium actually, down at K2. Which is probably why he's not bothering us. Again, I ignored the ONE and go for the AT7. That was a mistake. I'd be better off going for the ONE. However, I didn't pay enough attention. I suppose I wasn't alert enough. And instead I was concentrating on the two tanks that were being more aggressive. The AT7 and the Tiger. But the ONE makes his move, and I bounce the shot off him, but the T-29 shuts him down. Get a nice shot into the cupola there of the AT7, and that tiger down at the end of the thing heads off toward the cap circle, completely ignoring this fight here. And he really could have saved his fellows and turned this fight, I think, if he actually joined in on it, because they're trading damage from us, and the T-29 is just taking out the Hammer, and that's it. The fight's effectively over now. I make a mistake there and bounce that shot, but the AT7 is a one-shot kill. Don't quite manage it, and the T-29 finishes him off. A shout out there to Acrobate Tour. He really stuck with me at this corner, and between the two of us we pulled it off, despite the fact that there was more enemy tanks here than there was allied tanks. The failure, I think, by the Tiger down at the end as well, after finishing with the Russian medium, the allied Russian medium to engage with us probably helped us considerably as well. We were a bit lucky, I will admit that. However, sometimes you just have to get lucky, and it really helps in the game. So we have a spot through this town here, and there's a T-29 out in the open, and a shot just flies over his front faces, but this one hits. And I don't think he initially realizes the direction the shot came from, because he doesn't react to the turret much, and he only moves the tank sideways, so he seems to think that it was coming from the northern edge of the map. By the time he realizes it, he gets shut down because there's multiple tanks shooting at him. Now I pop the corner here, and Black Prince, we knock one into him, and he reacts immediately. He pushes forward, turns the turret, and now faces me. He could probably face me angled, and it would be better for him, but he's facing me flat. However, the front of a Black Prince is still pretty tough, and now he's backing into the low ground. And I haven't been able to damage him with the last couple of shots because I'm facing the strong frontal armor, and not a lot of it either. Most of the hull is covered by the lay of the land. I did manage to avoid that last shot, and then somebody shuts him down before I get the time to aim on the commander's hatch. Not sure if I'd have hit it at this range, but it would have been my best chance at getting a penetration. That's it, it's game over. 16 damaging ribbons. Not a lot of assisted, some tracking damage. So how do we do? 120,000 silver, 3,800 damage. Almost 850 assisted damage, that's from the tracking. 120,000 silver is a really good return on money. There's no money boosts. We have a first class mastery in this game, and we came first by experience. So I hope you enjoyed the video, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.